Hi guys, it's Sam. I've got day 3 in my December daily junk journal to share with you guys today. I'm still using the prompts for Create December, and I'll put all the information about Heba and Brie and their channels and the Create December kind of challenge that they've set up. I'll put all that in the description box below. If you've watched my day 1 December daily, I did go into a little bit more detail about it there. If not, you can go and check that out. That'll be in my playlist as well. So day 3's prompt was family, which I thought was an awesome one. The thing I'm really enjoying about these prompts is that they're not focused on, and I know they've done this deliberately, they've talked about it, but they're not focused on a type of creativity. Does that make sense? So they're not focused on journaling or scrapbooking or art journaling or whatever it is. You can just take this prompt and use it in any way that you like. So whatever type of craft you're doing, whatever thing you want to do, you can do that. I could get my paints out and get arty with it. I can do scrapbooky layouts. I can just journal. I can just have a photograph. It works for anything. So I'm finding them really kind of flexible and really fun to use. So I saw a lot of prompts for December Daily, but there was a lot that were more focused on kind of telling a story. So it might be like, your favourite childhood memory or this, that and the other. And I just thought they'd be a little complicated for my first one. So I'm really enjoying these prompts. So thank you, Heba, and thank you, Brie. These are awesome. And I've just put in some photos that we had done. In case I haven't told you, I think I might have mentioned this on every video I've done for the last 6 months. So sorry guys, but we got married and these are photos from the engagement shoot. So I had one of me and my other half that I wanted to use, that black and white one. There's 2 reasons I wanted to use that. Firstly, it's a really nice close-up of just the 2 of us, which I really love. But also the black and white doesn't distract from everything else on the page. I did try some of the colour photos and it just looked a bit too much with everything else that was going on. But I still wanted to include one of us with the puppies. So I've got a coloured one of the 4 of us just on the back of there. You just see me kind of double-sided tape them together and just trim it down to fit in that pocket at the bottom. So I've just put those little photos in there. And I'm just going through my stash now and finding a few embellishments just for the page. So I found that I Love You kind of 3D paper sticker type thing. It's like stacked up on bits of foam. I found that to put at the bottom underneath the picture. I found a little circle that said family up in the left hand corner, which is perfect. That's today's prompt. And then I've just found a couple of hearts. So I've put a little wooden one, a little wood veneer up in the top right hand corner. And I've just found this green heart that's put at the bottom. It looks really blue on screen. I promise you it's green. It's definitely green. It looks fine in real life. And I really like how this spread's turned out. I really like it dead simple. I think because the day before, yesterday, I had that big photo on the left hand side there, that I didn't want this page to kind of compete. And I think it's working just by having a smaller photo down at the bottom. I think that's working, and I think the black and white helps with that as well. The only thing is that I want people to know that you can take that out, so I want it to be obvious that that's to come out and there's something on the back of it. So I just think it needs something like a little tab or something that you can pull out, and I did kind of play around trying to find tabs, couldn't find any. Did find a nice smile sticker though, so I did that, which has lost its stick, so it needs a bit of glue. But I couldn't find a tab or anything to kind of put on there that made it obvious that that came out. I've got a few stickers, but they're quite thick, so I didn't want to use those. And then I did kind of think about hole punching it as well and kind of putting a bit of ribbon through it, but I couldn't find my hole punch, so obviously laziness meant that that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to go searching the whole house. It wasn't immediately in my stash in front of me, so I wasn't going hunting for it. But it just needs something in that top right hand corner that lets people know that you can take it out. So I found this kind of half circle stickers that weren't too thick. All the rest of them were kind of cardstock. So I just decided to cut that in half and make like almost like a photo corner out of it. And I think that works really well. I think it's obviously something that you can kind of pick up, but it doesn't distract from the picture. It's just nice and neat in that top corner, because that's the other thing. I didn't want anything too big. Obviously I don't want to kind of take over from the photograph. So I'm just trimming that down now just to give it that little corner. Just trim the white bits off, and I really like how that turned out. It just still needs a little something on it though. Now, if I think it was all that dark red, it would work. Oh, ambulance going past. Sorry if you can hear that, guys. But it's a bit white, so I thought, you know what, it wants a little heart on it. Couldn't find any heart stickers in my stash anywhere. I'm sure I've bought millions of them, but they all vanished. So I decided to doodle them instead, and now I don't like it. Why does that happen? I really don't like it now. So now I need something to cover up the hearts. Preferably a heart, but I couldn't find one. So I found some buttons, which were in the stash in front of me. Again, it's there, so I used those. And I actually really like how that turned out. I actually much prefer it to the doodles. And I think it looks really nice with that little red trim around it. And it's just perfect. And it just fits the theme. It's junk journal, so it's supposed to be kind of random bits and pieces, and I've got ribbons and fibres and buttons and all sorts of things in there, so it fits perfectly. I'm not sure why I didn't think of that in the first place, to be honest. I've got a whole stack of buttons sat in front of me. I'm not sure why I didn't think of that as a little tab sort of handle. So all that's left to do is finish off the journaling. So I've just put a number 3 sticker down on top of those stitch lines. They don't really show very well on camera, but they are obviously really obvious when you see them. And I've just added a little bit of journaling about my family and what we're looking forward to for Christmas. And that's it. The spread's done. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. These are so fast. I'm really enjoying sharing them with you. I'd love to see what you're up to. And I'd love a like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.